Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Underdeveloped Podcast. I'm Jay, your host, lover of mild chili bacon jam, and player of Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice. Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm Dylan, a lover of unplanned intros and player of your mom. All right, let's get into it.
All right, so this week on Gamer News, about just under 24 hours ago, there was a PlayStation press conference where they kind of leaked PSVR 2. The PSVR 2,
Ooh.
they only really leaked that it could potentially exist, and that if it does exist, it'll have a higher resolution OLED display that offers 2000 by 2040 or 2040 pixels per eye, totaling for a 4K resolution, and with an improved 110 degree field of view. So that's just total immersion from edge of your vision to edge of your vision.
Sounds
Real
pretty
nice.
dope. But is there games?
It doesn't look like there's anything planned, but they also won't officially announce it until about 2022.
Yeah.
But they might announce it sooner. We really don't know.
I was all for VR for like a long time there, but there are no games for it. Like, it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. VR chat's probably the most attention it ever had, and that is saying something. Yikes.
Yeah, VR's not exactly my cup of tea, like making games for it and playing it. Like, sure
Oh,
enough,
yeah.
Robo Recall was fun. It's
There are some
pretty much
really good games for it, but the amount of really good games is very limited.
yeah.
And prices aren't cheap because, of course, they're not appealing to a big market, so they've got to crank up the prices. So it's just
Yeah.
not enough bang for your buck, really. I sold
Yeah.
my Vive like a few weeks ago, and I haven't really missed it.
A lot of my friends from uni bought a Vive. Like, they bought their own Vive and were playing Vive games for a total of 2 weeks. And my friend said that he has not picked it up since, and that it was a complete waste of money because he spent about $700 or $800 on the headset, the trackers, the controllers, and then games.
Yikes.
And
Yeah.
for 2 weeks of fun, that's just bad.
That's about as much as you get out of it. I mean, you can come back to it every now and then, but it's like, how much are you going to replay the same shit?
Yeah. Like, Robo Recall was fun to a certain extent.
There's only so many times I can go back to hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades.
Yeah,
Brilliant
exactly.
game, but yeah, only so many times.
So what do you have as news today, Dole?
All right, so it's a sad day for us all. Titanfall 2 is still getting DDoSed. Servers don't fucking work. Allegedly, it's a former employee doing it, so he's still got access to the servers, and EA just doesn't give a fuck. So he's just doing what he wants.
EA just don't care about people breaking international federal law.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, they just don't care.
Titanfall 2's not earning them any money. Like, everyone's bought it by now. So why would they put the time into it when they could be putting time into Apex Legends and microtransactions? Woo! We love
Yay.
microtransactions.
Yay, microtransactions. I always love Credit Card Simulator.
Yeah, probably also because Apex Legends is like the only good game. Well, the only really profitable game that EA's got going for him at the moment. Maybe except for FIFA. Or all the
Yeah,
other sports games.
I don't even know why people buy sports games. Like, at this point, buy one, you've got them all.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. Just re-releases.
They just retexture things and then shit it out again.
But hey, it sells.
It sells, and I don't know why, and I
Yeah.
kind of hate that.
Also in the news, we have the Halo Infinite beta happened. I've only seen positive stuff. People are pretty keen on it. They quite like it. One thing I found funny is they addressed the criticism of sprint in Halo, where some people don't like it, some people do. Basically, what they did is put in the sprint anyway, but reduced it to a walking speed.
Oh,
So you can sprint if you want, but it's like slightly faster than walking. Like, I don't know if you've seen the videos of someone just walking after someone who's sprinting and they're pretty much keeping up with them. It's kind of funny. But
well, why
yeah.
would you even bother adding a sprint if it's the same as a walk? That's like walk 2.0.
I don't know. Apparently it's like a momentum thing, because Infinite's got like a much more of a physics system with like all its grapple hooks and everything.
Okay.
So apparently it plays into momentum, and I heard someone say something about sliding. I haven't seen anyone sliding, so maybe you can slide from sprinting.
Who knows? Maybe you can start
Who
start
knows?
surfing
Oh,
like
hell
in
yeah.
Counter-Strike and TF2, and fucking even Gary's mod has surfing these days.
Maybe. Yeah, well, you got the Forge modes, so I'm sure someone will make it if it's possible.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying the sprint is slow, like, as a criticism. I kind of like it, because, like, it satisfies that habit of pressing the sprint button. And,
Yeah.
it doesn't, it's almost like it's just not, like, impactful in your game at all. Like, if you shoot while sprinting, it instantly comes out of sprinting and you shoot. So you're completely on level with all the people who just want to walk, like classic Halo purists. So it's kind of best of both worlds.
I mean, kinda, but I don't know. To me, it just seems like a waste of resources to
Yeah.
add in
I mean,
the sprint and then
that's
have it
fair.
as a walk. I mean, that's just a wasted day of work.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't fully get it, but as someone who will, like, out of habit press the sprint button, I can kind of appreciate it's there. But from a
Yeah.
development standpoint, why is it there? Oh well. I haven't played it, so I don't know. Maybe it's crucial to it. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't played it.
Let
either.
me in the beta, Microsoft. God damn it.
Microsoft, you don't have to let me into the beta. I've never played a Halo game in my life.
Really?
No, I was a COD boy. I
Play
was
some
a, I was
Halo,
a,
man.
I was a PlayStation elitist.
Yikes, dude, you missed out. Halo's a good time. I like COD too.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
I heard that it was really good, but I never actually had access to an Xbox.
No, that's fair. Oh well, you
Like,
got
even-
bloody Master Chief Collection on PC, so now's a better
Oh,
time
yeah.
than ever.
How much is that?
It's pretty affordable. I think it was like $40.
I might get that after I get paid.
Yeah, or you could go the Game Pass, which for your first month is $1, and then you can just play Halo MCC for the month, and then cancel your renewal, and then get it for the first month again for $1.
Ah, I see.
I don't know if they've fixed that now, but you used to be able to back in the day. Super cheap.
Let's have
That's
a
good.
yeah Halo the Master Chief Collection, $49.95 on Steam.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
It's got some
Which-
pretty good reviews.
Yeah, well, I couldn't complain about it. It's a lot of fun. Just to go back to every now and then when there's nothing better to play. But yeah, other stuff. Battlefield 5 is coming out in 2 months from today. So what's the date
Ooh.
today? The 5th of August. So
Yeah.
yeah, 2 months from now.
2 months.
I don't know the exact date. I saw it on Twitter today.
Exciting.
But also, very important news.
Yeah, very important.
Blackpink is coming to PUBG.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know what
don't even-
Blackpink is?
Never even heard of it.
Um, it's a K-pop group.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that all the stans go mental for.
Oh, okay. Stans, don't hate me because I don't listen to K-pop. You like what you like. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you guys do you, but it's uncanny. Like, you're seeing all these girls in these like mini skirts and all that stuff running around, gunning each other down. It's just I don't know. I didn't expect it, and I find it kind of funny.
That's some Fortnite shit right there.
Yeah, but like in in a realistic setting, because Fortnite's cartoony. Yeah, all right. This is like trying to be photorealistic, even though it's very much failing. But it's trying.
It's trying to be photorealistic, and then you've just got how big are they? Are they the same size as a normal player model, or are they smaller? Because if they're smaller, then they're just going to be adorable.
Probably the same size. I think it's mainly just outfits.
Okay.
I don't know, but I thought that was funny.
How would they make them like blend into a background? Because like most of PUBG's backgrounds are like rocky or sandy, and if they've got something that's like pink or like bright colors, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, but you forget the name's Blackpink, so it's mostly black.
So
There's
they're
not
just
much
gonna
pink.
be black dots on a field of sand.
Yeah, except for the skin color, because their mini skirts go like they're very mini. They're very mini, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so very mini skirts. Got it.
Yeah, it's when they jump out of the plane and deploy their parachute, and it's just a bunch of like K-pop stars on the parachute. It's just very odd to look at. Like going into a war zone. It's just yeah, Stan.
The war of the future.
Stan, was it Luna? Well, I don't know. I don't follow K-pop, but
I don't either.
you get the point. It's just odd. It's strange. It's a strange choice of collaboration.
I mean, if it works, it works. But
Yeah.
speaking of odd collaborations, right now Fortnite is collaborating with Ariana Grande
Yeah.
for the Fortnite Rift Tour, August 4th to August 8th, I think that says.
I
Yeah.
I don't get pop
August
stars
6th.
in games.
August 6th to August 8th. So, by the time this comes out on Sunday the 8th, you'll still have one day. You better get into Fortnite to watch that Ariana Grande concert.
Yeah. I suppose it's no different to like Travis Scott or whatever in Fortnite, right?
Yeah,
But
it's exactly the same.
I don't know. It's even Travis Scott. That was just like what? What's even worse is what's his name? Lil Nas X in Roblox.
I forgot
was-
about that.
That was the biggest fucking disaster ever. That was so funny. Because didn't like the servers crash or something, and his model just froze and
Yeah.
T-posed?
Yeah,
That'd be so fucking funny.
everything
Yes.
froze, and he was T-posing for like, I think the longest T-pose was like 6 hours.
Holy
He was
shit.
just T-posing, completely silent for 6 hours, while
No one
patiently
noticed.
waited.
Fuck. It's just I don't get it. Why are pop stars doing performances in games now? Like,
I suppose they're trying to broaden their audiences to kids.
yeah,
Their audiences are already kids.
I don't know if Lil Nas should be broadening his audience to kids.
Probably not. His genre of music is a bit risque. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good for kids.
As long
But
as
you know what else isn't good
Yeah.
for kids?
What's that?
Street Fighter.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Because Fortnite are doing a collaboration with them as well.
Yeah. No, it was a couple months they did that one, I think. A couple months ago. There's just the fucking double cheeked up Chun-Li skin. Some dude at Epic, man, he needs the bonk. Go to horny jail, mate.
He
Come
needs
on.
to go to horny jail.
Like, if you were making it true to the original skin, sure, okay, but he redesigned it. Well, they redesigned it. I don't know who it was, so that, yeah, ass on full display. Like, that doesn't. Like, it's just so skin tight. Like, it's odd to look at. It's a children's game. That is odd to look at.
I mean, the Ariana Grande model isn't too much better.
No? I haven't looked at that one.
She's in thigh highs with a mini skirt and a sports bra, basically. A sparkly sports bra. But that's kind of fashionable, so it's a dress top.
Fair enough, I suppose. I don't know. It's... Oh, funny, my phone just went off and... Yeah, it just so happens my ringtone is the bonk. Alright, let's mute that.
That could not have come at a more opportune moment.
Fuck, dude.
If you didn't hear that on the podcast, don't worry, I'll add in an extra bonk there for you.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, let's move on to one of our main topics, Jay. What you got
Yeah,
for
the
me?
main topics. All right. What do you think is going to happen down the line for virtual reality? We talked about it earlier. Well, what do you think's actually going to happen with that? Are they just going to abandon it altogether, like they did in, what was it, the late 90s, early 2000s? Or
yeah,
are they just like, going to keep pumping at it until something works?
I think VR as we know it now, like big goggles on face, not much longer.
Yeah.
Like, it's all the developers have pulled out. They've seen the numbers that the Vive, the Oculus, the whatever, the PlayStation VR have pulled in, and everyone is very unimpressed. As much as I love VR and I think it's a great time, for the amount of money that it costs, and it hasn't gone down enough, something different needs to be done.
Yeah.
I think VR is probably on its way to another hiatus. We'll probably, give it another 10 years or so. Well, probably not even that. Like, at this rate, it's probably be 5 years, like maybe the next generation of consoles. Like we talked about last week, how we thought everything was moving to, like, streaming services, right, in terms of games?
Yeah.
Maybe instead of forking out $400 for a console, now you'll fork out $400 for a VR headset, which can play these streaming service games.
Oh.
Yeah, this will, of course, like, completely rely on internet connection and all that bullshit, but who knows what we'll be in 5 years. 10 years, maybe.
Hopefully you'll actually have internet.
Oh, yeah, hopefully my upload speed is higher than 60 kilobytes a second. But, yeah, I've been living with that for the past... Too many?
Don't you have an internet tower across the road from you as well?
Oh, yeah. No, they installed one, like, just down the road. And, yeah, even if I upgraded to the new plans, not much better.
That's rough.
Not worth not worth the increase in cost. So, oh well, she'll be right. My mobile data is like 10 times faster than my Wi-Fi, so yikes.
Yeah, just get a good plan with like Optus or Telstra, one of those big ass companies that'll give you like 120 gig of data each month.
Yeah, I'll also stop buying food to pay for that.
Yeah, just stop buying food and sell your kidney every month.
Yeah,
you have
I could
like
go
12,
without one of them.
You have like 12 kidneys, right? Because you
I'm
need
sure
to
I
sell
can-
one every month for a year.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find some. I mean, there's an orphanage down the road.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who are they going to tell their parents?
Yeah. No, they're not going to be telling their parents. What about you anyway, Jay? What do you think's going to happen to VR?
I reckon VR in total, like virtual reality, is going to die out, and what's called augmented reality or mixed reality is going to take over. So,
Okay.
do you remember the Google Glass?
Yeah, that
Stuff like that is going to come out. We've already got headphones on the market that connect to your phone and can translate other languages into your language in real time.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, probably a good example of stuff like that is like you go on Snapchat, and if you're not going on filters, then there's all these kind of games that you can just play in mixed reality, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, they're dog shit, and you know, most phones can't run a camera and a game at the same time, but once specs improve, that could go anywhere, right?
Well, I mean, like, I have an S20, like a Samsung S20, and it still can't really run.
Yeah, no, that's
The-
the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
It's not a...
It's rough. I think Snapchat's basically primarily made for Apple, so it could be different. They could be perfectly fine on there, and we're just getting the shit end of the stick. But
yeah.
yeah,
Snapchat
it's-
really need to optimize for Android.
Yeah, I mean, like the issue is like the making stuff for Android. As much as I much prefer Android over Apple, if you're making a game for if you're making an app for Android, you have to make it for like 6 million devices. Whereas Apple, you make it, oh, okay, this needs to be compatible from the iPhone 5 up.
Yeah.
Like, it's
You just need an iPhone 5 and an iPhone 12 or whatever.
yeah, and
And
you know the
you
specs
can
are only
test
going
on
to
both
go
of
up.
those and
Whereas Android, you know, specs of all kinds come out. Like you have the budget Samsung phones and the bloody Nokias or whatever.
yeah.
So it's a bit more to it.
Yeah, I guess. And Android is... It's not the... As much as it pains me to say, it's not the greatest of operating systems.
Yeah,
definitely
It's
It
gotten
has a lot
better.
of overhead.
Yeah,
It
there's
has a lot of overhead that it needs to cut down on.
there's a lot of bloatware, just
Oh, yeah,
bullshit
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't need. Oh, to change your theme in the Samsung theme store. No, piss off. Like my
If I wanna
wallpaper of
change-
like a zoomed in photo of my friend's face from 6 years ago is fine. Just because his like eyes fill up half the screen, like don't worry about it.
Like, if I go onto the Samsung tab, I have Smart Things, Voice Recorder, My Files, Internet, Samsung Health. I have never once in my life even considered my own health. What the fuck am I gonna do with Samsung Health?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, I could probably count on my hands the amount of time. Count on a hand the amount of times I've opened Samsung Health. But yeah, there's just so much bullshit. Like, what is Smart Things? What is bloody all the other shit? What is like the Samsung? Those like Samsung First or something? I think it's called.
I uninstalled a lot of Samsung's bloatware, but you have the AR zone.
Samsung
What is
Mem-
AR
Yeah,
zone?
What the fuck's an AR zone? Yeah, because they tried to copy like the animojis or whatever they're called,
Ah.
and
Yeah.
it's just no one uses it. It's
That's like
there
a-
to compete, and that's it. It's not good.
It's a very bad Animoji. I have a sloth for a face, though, which is kind of pog.
That's kind of pog. But couldn't complain. I really like my Samsung S20, but I don't need the bloatware. Anyway, we're off topic again. Where were we?
Yeah.
You reckon-
Augmented reality. So yeah, I reckon we're gonna get stuff like the Google Glass come into style.
Okay. Yeah, well, you have the HoloLens, right? That's
Yeah.
really cool. Super expensive, but if they
Oh,
just like condense that into something that's actually like worthwhile, like it's a step in the right direction. But no one's gonna go
Yeah.
around wearing, like a bloody, ski goggles.
Don't worry, because it's 3,000 to 5,000 US dollars.
Fuck.
And it has a 2.4 megapixel camera.
2.4.
2.4 megapixel camera and a 2.3 megapixel widescreen head-mounted display.
I don't know much about cameras, but that sounds shit.
We'll put it this way. The front-facing camera on our phone is, I think it's either 16 megapixels or 32 megapixels.
Shit. So where does it? Oh, I suppose it's got to run off itself, so it's like basically a PC inside there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they need to account for like 3 or 4 people buying it in total, so that's why the price is high. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, but I reckon we're going to see more stuff like the Switch in future. Like maybe a dock you can put your phone in, and then, I mean, you already have it now. You can go onto the Xbox game streaming, and I'm sure there's some way, plug your phone into the TV, connect your controller Bluetooth to your phone. It's like playing an Xbox. That's not far away. That's achievable. Like right now, if Sony kicked their ass into gear and made a streaming service, it would be good.
It would be good.
Microsoft's leading that avenue. Yeah, no, that'll be interesting. Be definitely interesting to see where that goes, because everyone's still gonna want money out of you for like the equivalent of consoles, right? So they're gonna have to do something.
And this is what I hate about like the console market. Even if like the physical console dies and you get a streaming service that you can play console games off of your computer, that streaming service is going to cost a very exorbitantly large amount of money. Something crazy like maybe $50 a month. And it's going to outweigh the cost of the games you buy on a console and the console itself very soon. So no matter what, the consumer is always going to get shafted.
Oh yeah, no
And
doubt.
that pisses me off.
Investors are going to see dollar signs, and
Well, investors don't see people as people.
yeah, they want the money, and that's all they care about. But so far, the Xbox game streaming is setting up a good precedent. Not president. Because
They're gonna be elected 2024.
Yeah, no, Bill Gates. Wait, is he
Heck
dead?
yeah.
No, Bill Gates is still around,
No.
isn't he?
He's still around. He recently got divorced.
I was going to say he's going to roll over in his grave, run for presidency. He's dead.
Bill Gates
Let's
is
be
not
real.
dead.
He's dead. He doesn't exist. He's not a real person. He's a figurehead of a bloody Android company.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill Gates. What does he do? He sell gates? Come on.
Yeah. Also, the Earth is flat. Anyway.
Yeah.
Where was I? Yeah. No. The game streaming
services.
It comes with a Game Pass. And the Game Pass is like $15 a month. If you're not just constantly cancelling it and then buying it again for the first month, quote unquote. It's pretty affordable. So hopefully, them being the first, everyone's going to have to compete with them. So hopefully that means prices go down, if anything. But
Hopefully.
probably not, judging by the way society works.
A competitive market is going to drive the price down to a certain point where neither company is going to want to go below. So it's still going to be pretty large. It's going to be more than Netflix. It's definitely going to be more than Netflix.
You'd think so, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I suppose the game streaming service at the moment is only open to a very select few. Like, I have no fucking clue how I got into it. But, yeah, once they have to start paying the overheads for servers, just mass upon mass of servers, which are all gaming PCs capable of running high graphics games, yeah, that price is going to go up. No doubt.
Yeah.
Because they're basically... I'm basically doing free testing for them at the moment. So that's why it's affordable.
There you go. For Google Stadia, it's $9.99 a month in the US and €9.99 in European countries.
That's not too bad. It's pretty
And it's
affordable.
£8.99 for those of you in the UK.
Huh. Nice.
But apparently it's got a really shitty amount of games on it, and so no one is actually gonna buy it.
Yeah,
It
there
has-
wasn't much.
It has 50 games on it in total.
Shit.
Oh, sorry, 49.
Huh.
Not 50, 49.
I mean, it's got Doom Eternal, so that makes it worth a loan.
It's got Doom Eternal, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, and a few more.
I mean, that's why they don't have more games. They got bloody Cyberpunk on there that's taking up half their CPU
Yeah.
usage.
Then you have some other games that are kind of obscure, like Street Power Football or Floor Kids.
Floor Kids.
Yeah, Floor Kids. Never even heard of it.
Is that just like kids with floors?
I mean, you know that weird ass painting where it's got like stairs coming out of every place,
Yeah.
and like you can't tell which place is up.
Like the non-Euclidean shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what the picture looks like.
Ah.
Just poorly drawn, and then a Smurf has been stabbed and his blood is splattered all over it.
Sick. I love stab
It
Smurfs.
doesn't look very very good.
Yeah, well. Yeah, yeah. Got any other topics, man? I got one we could talk about.
Yeah, if you got something, then bring her up.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's just me, but in the last couple years, it seems like there's been a real game shortage. Like, there's just been less of I'd say the bigger scale products, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, of course, it's like it's probably it's got to be impacted by COVID, right? That's why it's the cause. But
Oh, for sure.
like, this has caused like so many older games just to flare back to life, and well, not just older, but like recently forgotten stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Minecraft is fucking booming right now. It's
Let's
because
look at Minecraft on Twitch right now.
it's one of those games that you go back to when you haven't got anything better to play. So right now it's in a bloody golden age because there isn't anything else coming out. I think the most recent big scale thing that came out was New World, and that's an MMO, right? So that's only appealing to MMO players, really.
Well, right now there's 52,000 viewers on Minecraft alone.
Shit, that's a few.
Although, funnily enough, it's only the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 8th most popular thing on Twitch right now.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
as of this very second.
What else is trending? Like, what's
You've
the-
got Just Chatting.
oh, of course,
Just Chatting, of course. Fortnite has more viewers.
bathtubs, pools, and
With-
spas.
Then you got Valorant,
Oh yeah, of course.
Apex Legends,
Yeah.
GTA 5.
Oh yeah, all the RP servers.
Yeah, of course. You've got League of Legends
Yep.
and Warzone.
Fair
Call
enough.
of Duty Warzone.
Fair enough. But yeah, like so many games. Like there's this game that came out a couple years ago. Probably not a couple of years, actually. Anyway, it came out. It's called Splitgate. It's basically they combined Halo and Portal into one game. It's pretty cool. Like you can shoot people through portals, jump through, do cool trick shots, all that kind of stuff. It basically died in like 2 weeks because it just did not have the player base to support itself. All of a sudden, now it's playable because everyone's just that bored that they've come back to Splitgate. So it's
interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty dope game. I've been enjoying it. Yeah, like just weird shit like that's happened. Titanfall 2 just came back from the grave. Partly because people probably got sick of Apex Legends and they're like, oh, what's something like this? Titanfall, wow.
In the past 2 months, so in the past 60 days, Splitgate has had an increase of 9,000 players.
Shit.
Up from 300 to 9,600.
Yeah. No, well, it's a good game. It deserves it. But it's just surprising because it came out like a year ago. And I thought the developers would have just moved on from it because the player base is gone. But I guess they're coming back.
And speaking of Splitgate really quick, for those of you listening that want to actually play it, Splitgate is so popular that it can take players up to 90 minutes to log in.
Yeah, there was some weird queue time shit.
Yeah, it's because the developers never thought it would be this popular, so they never had the server capability to handle 9,000 players.
Yeah, I suppose they probably saw it dying and they're like, all right, we can save money on this. We can pay for less servers.
Yeah.
This is fair enough. I mean, this is speculation, of course. Who knows? But yeah, no, like when I went to play it the other day, I probably waited like 15 minutes just to get into a match. Wow, 90 minutes. Yikes.
Well, according to NME.com, 90 minutes to log in.
Good.
Interesting.
Oh well, I'm sure they'll upgrade their servers.
Yeah, they'll upgrade it eventually.
Yeah.
It'll just take some time.
I mean, yeah, like, back on the topic of, like, the bloody game drought, like, GTA 5 is still a top seller on Steam.
Oh, yeah.
That came out in, what, like, 2013, I want to say?
Something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
2012, 2013? It's had 5 different consoles.
Yeah. Like, I can see why Rockstar's not even bothering making another GTA, because this is still on the top seller charts. They don't need to.
Yes.
They're making their money for nothing.
Yeah. It was released on the 17th of September, 2013.
Ah, okay.
And it's been on 8 consoles.
Fucking hell.
Or 8 platforms, I should say. Because one of those consoles is not a console, it's Windows.
True. God, that's crazy. And then now they want to bring it to PS5.
Yeah.
It's like, please,
I wouldn't even be surprised.
please make a new game. Please. That's, I guess...
Well, I believe Tencent just don't care.
I think they're 2A. 2K? 2K, I want to say? Is that owned by Tencent?
It's Rockstar, and Rockstar's owned by Tencent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tencent.
I think, at least they used to be.
Who knows? Yeah, like... it's just so hard to look through Steam nowadays because there's not much new. You kind of just we're forced at the moment just to look back at like older stuff. There's not much coming out. It's good. Like this is the time for indie games to shine. But as someone who personally doesn't play a lot of indie games, I do like my my big budget titles. I'm not too big on like, those more niche things.
Yeah.
I do like my boomer shooters, and boomer shooters have been booming.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because they're all like indie driven. So they're dope. Bloody New Blood has been killing it. Just releasing like banger after banger. You got, I don't know if is Proteus one of them. I don't know, but that's a boomer shooter. I don't know if it's by New Blood, but like Overkill, Dusk, Amid Evil, all this shit, like such good games. And yeah, they've been like super benefiting from this drought at the moment.
Yeah, and I believe a lot of indie companies will benefit from the drought. Like Hollow Knight, for example, a game made right here in Adelaide.
Ooh.
That saw a massive boom in popularity end of 2019, early 2020.
Yeah. Probably
those guys have raked in an approximate $40 million from that.
Shit.
By the
Good on
way,
'em.
that's my own maths. I've never actually done the proper maths. So, William, if you hear that and sort of chuckle to yourself and say it's dead wrong, don't be too mad at me. That's just me guessing.
We are the underdeveloped podcast, after all.
Yeah, we don't develop things.
Yeah.
It's literally in the title.
Not at all. Yeah, no, it's a good time for indie games. So that's nice. Like that's good because we're all for indie developers. Indie developers are dope. Big corporations.
Oh, hey, that's me.
Sometimes overshadow the little guys, and it's nice that they're getting the light. Because that is us. But yeah. You got anything that sort of stood out to you in the last couple of years?
I've been looking at recent games, and there was one. Dangerously Funny plays it all the time, but I can't remember the name.
All right. There was
and my internet dropped out on my phone, so I'm gonna have to use mobile data to.
Uh-oh. There was a cool game which used your webcam. It's called Before Your Eyes, I think. Which it actually like progresses the story when you blink. So it's the whole like blink and you miss it sort of thing.
Okay.
So you actually miss elements of the story when you blink, and it's apparently it's a really interesting story, and the mechanics really well like thought out.
Yeah, I saw a playthrough of that. It actually looked really cool.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind playing that myself. I haven't looked too much into it because I don't watch a lot of playthroughs. I'd rather just play stuff blind. But it's one to check out.
I tend to only watch okay, I'm gonna sound like an old man, but on YouTube I watch chess. Okay. I watch Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura and Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen just play chess, and they just do dumb shit, and that's it.
Pharaoh. I mean, yeah, the chess has just weirdly become like a big thing in the past couple of years.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it was the Pog Champs tournament mixed with Alexandra Botez.
Yeah, probably. I think it's got something to do with there just not being many, like that much content for streamers to stream. Like they've literally gone back to chess.
Like Moist Critical and XQC Moist Critical absolutely annihilating XQC, the biggest streamer on the platform at the time.
Yeah, didn't he checkmate him in like 6 moves?
Yep, it was 6 moves, and as soon as XQC did it, Charlie knew that he had won, and he started dancing.
Shit, dude.
It was pretty good. Charlie, big ups, my man.
Nah, we love bloody Moist Critical.
We love Mr. Moist. Pole dancing god, as he likes to be called.
Does he? Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, but the game that I was looking for is called Muck.
Oh, Muck. Yeah.
It's a free game on Steam.
Muck's great.
I've never played it. I've only watched Dangerously Funny play it on YouTube.
Have you...
And
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna end it, and it looks really goofy and fun.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. Do you know much about the guy who made it?
No, I don't know anything about the guy who made it. It says here
his name is
Danny.
Danny. Yeah. He has a YouTube channel, and his YouTube career is just making these goofy ass games. He's a good watch. That's actually sort of what inspired me to make my last video.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's really good. I really like his stuff. He's made a lot of like some of the games he makes will just be like some quick mobile game he made, and he challenged himself to make something in a week, but he makes it really entertaining to watch. It's not just your average devlog. It's really good.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
he's got some real goofy content, it looks like.
It's cool to see game development as a topic become the Muck's super popular on Steam at the moment. It is fucking massive.
It is popping off.
Partly because it's free, because every free game does well, but it is also a good game.
I'm just gonna add it to my downloads right now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy because he's just blown up so much because of Muck. On the past couple of videos, he's just done Muck because he sees no other reason. Which is fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it rakes him in money and views, then
that's all you want, right?
Power to him.
Yeah, no, good on him. I'm proud of my boy. I was watching him for a while. Yeah, no, a lot of cool shit like that at the moment. Sort of coming up in the limelight, like Among Us, for example.
Among
Us, is as painful as it is to hear. It's a cool game that released a few years ago that's just become popular now because there's nothing better to play, right? So it's actually these bigger games just being absent has opened people's eyes to other stuff, to the other smaller guys' stuff, which is really cool. Very, very cool. Well,
I added Muck to my Steam library, and I just see Weaponized Autism is playing it right now.
Wow. Oh, the achievements are great as well. As soon as you start the game, you get an achievement called terrible mistake. And the description is just you started the game.
Let's have a look at some of the achievements.
Great.
And achievement systems in games is awesome. I absolutely love them. I don't know why, if anyone actually dislikes them. I think they're
generally
fantastic.
I generally can't be bothered. They just slip my mind. I don't worry about it. I did try and 100% Super Hot's achievements, but some of them were just painful. It's play on this specific date. No, I'm not waiting a fucking year to do your achievement. Yeah. Fuck off. You're not a fish. Yeah. Drown. Cool. Great achievement.
I could lie and say that I haven't I haven't 100%ed any games, but that's a big lie.
Well, what are you
Um,
100%ed?
Well, you may think I'm a bit of a degenerate, but it's called Honey Pop.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this. So yeah, I blocked that out of my memory.
Yeah, I 100%ed Honey Pop,
You
and
do
then I
you.
went for all the achievements. And long story short, I now have 60 hours played.
Shit.
Yikes.
Yikes. Bonk. Good horny
Yeah,
tail.
bonk indeed.
I don't know if I've 100%ed anything. I got this like one free game that was it's like the old Fallout games in like style, like the original ones.
Mm-hmm.
And because I didn't know how to play it through it because I'm stupid and I don't know how to play through those old kind of games, I followed a guide, and the guide just so happens to give me all the achievements as I went through and told me where all like everything was. Like, click on this specific pixel of the screen, and I got all the achievements for that game, and it's my only 100% game on Steam. It just looks really lame. It's, I don't think
I've also-
ever 100%ed anything.
I've also 100%ed Mario, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
Way back for the Super Nintendo. I played it on I played Super Mario Brothers All Stars, I believe. Oh, that's not it. I have a whole bunch of vintage game cartridges above my desk,
Nice.
and yeah, I spent quite a while 100%ing that when I was 6 years old.
I had a friend who 100%ed The Witcher. Like Witcher 3.
That takes a lot of
That
time.
would have taken a lot of time. Holy shit. Like, he was going to 100% Red Dead 2 as well. Man's got too much time on his
God.
hands. Oh. Good on him. It's, yeah. I don't know.
I forgot
I'm too lazy.
how to change. I forgot how to change my Steam profile background.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
There it is.
Is that the...
Let's just change it.
He's changing it to Honey Pop.
No, I'm changing it from Honey Pop.
Oh, thank God.
There we go. It's now Abe's Odyssey, my favorite game of all time.
Nice. Let's get anything else?
By the way, if you never
sorry.
played Abe's Odyssey, definitely play it. It's the most amazing game you'll ever play in your life, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Came out in
Ugh.
1997, I think.
Can't pass that up then if it's guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
I'll have to give it a go.
Yeah, 1997, and then the sequel came out 9 months later, which is called Abe's Exodus.
I don't know how it could possibly
Also-
beat the Sly Raccoon series though. Those are the best games of all time.
Imagine those games, right?
Yeah.
Turn them into Fortnite, and that's how good they are compared to Abe's Odyssey and Exodus.
Turn them into Fortnite.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking about my last shit. How I
Exactly.
stunk out the room. Damn.
What a coincidence.
That good, huh?
They're that good. Created by Oddworld Entertainment, a movie company.
Oh,
Funnily enough, they're a movie company nowadays.
that is odd. World.
Yeah. Continuing on,
What else you got for us,
Um,
Jay?
what are some personal projects you've worked on but just kind of ditched and left in the dust?
Ah, yep. Okay. Probably my biggest one that I cancelled would be a game called Hoon, which was a Doom-like that was set in Bogan, Australia, and I was trying to go for like all the
I remember that.
the Bogan jokes. It's just absolute rip on like Australians, and it's fine because
Yeah,
I'm
there's VB in there.
Australian. I can rip on Australians, but like you'd collect like durries for health and like shit like that.
And
Red
for those of
tins.
you outside of Australia, a durry or a dart is a cigarette.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. But yeah, and it was coming along pretty well, but my code for it was absolute dog shit because I did not know how to code properly. So
I still don't know how to code.
well, yeah, me neither. My code still sucks, but it sucks like tenfolds more than it does now. It was very slow, like. Yeah, but it was a lot of experience. I got to do a lot of cool weapon systems and stuff like that. Weapon animations are always a good time. I spend way too many hours on the high quality reloads subreddit, just watching like cool weapon reloads. So I got to do that.
Yeah, I'm like that as well. I spend a lot of time on r/Unity.
All right, just checking out things people made.
Yeah,
Nice.
some of the shit they come up with is really
Oh
good.
yeah, like the procedural animations people do.
Yeah, and
Unbelievable, dude.
I was watching this one. It was, you remember Monument Valley?
Yep.
It was kind of like that, but with a different art style and really good. It was kind of like a non-Euclidean worlds game that was slightly different than a non-Euclidean world.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's some cool like non-Euclidean stuff in development at the moment. There's one game I was watching. What was it? I don't know, but like you'd walk around a corner and then like everything would just seamlessly like. I can't explain it because it's literally like just like fucking with your head, but it was cool. It was very cool. It was I think it was a YouTube video and it was like non-Euclidean worlds engine. It's not Unity, but it's very interesting.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, you've probably seen it.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
that.
pretty popular.
I really want to use that engine for some puzzle games.
It'd be so cool.
It'd be so fucking trippy though.
Yeah. Other personal projects. I was working on a expansion for Ancient Swarm at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember doing that with you.
Yeah, and a possible Steam release and that, but just things fell through in terms of legal stuff, and it just never really went anywhere.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out.
That reminds me, I need to get everyone together and talk about legal stuff.
Yeah, for Ancient Swarm or
Yeah, for Ancient Swarm. I want to see if we could potentially revive that story mode and Steam release.
yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, definitely. I'd
Because
be more comfortable doing it now that I've got a bit more experience.
yeah, especially now that we've been developing at home. Like we know what it's like to develop games at home, and we're not conditioned to just say, "Nah, fuck it, I can do it later."
Yeah, yeah. No, that'd be interesting.
But
definitely.
getting a hold of some of the team members is gonna be nigh impossible.
Yeah, people get busy, move on to their own things. But
All that, and one of the people have been completely radio silent for over a year now. So there's that as well.
Oh well, shit happens. Yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully something cool comes from
Hopefully
that.
we can do that at a later date.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, a little bit of teaser for you there. There you go. Bit of insight.
Teaser, prelude maybe.
Yeah.
Other word that could mean fun times.
Poggers.
Yeah. PogChamp.
Hell yeah. What have
But
you been working on in your free time, Jay? Anything in particular?
So a personal passion project of mine was, it was called Don't Follow the Path.
Okay.
It was a psychological horror game set in, it's kind of like Amnesia, but instead of starting in the forest and going into a mansion or going into a deserted town or something, you just have a path that fades off into black,
Okay.
and you're surrounded by trees. And the longer you follow that path, the more shit you can hear around you, see out the corner of your vision, stuff like that.
Nice.
And what I really wanted to do with it is learn how to guide a player to an endpoint without actually using a path.
Okay. So you,
And-
you don't want them to follow the path.
Yeah, it's in the name. Don't follow the path.
Alright.
So I would have used stuff like light or sound or stuff in the distance, and kind of like a parting of trees to sort of elude that there's a path there, but there's nothing visually besides there's a gap in the trees.
Okay. Sounds pretty
And from a game design standpoint, the level design of that is shit. Like, it's just absolutely terrible. And if any of you are actually level designers or game designers, you would agree with that. It's just a shit idea that shouldn't be executed.
I'm sure there's some way.
But I tried anyway. And it took me, well, like 5-6 months to realize that I just couldn't make it work.
Okay. Yeah. Like, definitely it's... You can't really predict where a player's going to go if it's just...
Well, no, it's completely impossible.
If there's no direction at all.
Well, there was direction, I just couldn't get it right.
Okay. I mean, it sounds cool, though. Like...
It's a cool concept.
It
yeah.
doesn't have to be, like, conventional. There's a lot of really cool artsy games. Like, that sounds like a very artsy game. Like, where it's meant to... It's not like a conventional game. It's just meant to be like an art piece. There's some really cool stuff on itch.io like that, and I really like those. Like, I don't play much myself, but I watch a lot of videos on them. Like, Jacob...
Some more...
there's a YouTube channel called Jacob Keller, I think his name is, and he explores a lot of games like that, and it's really interesting to watch.
Yeah? Let's have a...
Yeah. No, it seems like the type of thing that he would play. There's one video it's called, I think it's 5 short games about pain. And that was
Okay.
that was a really, really interesting watch. Like the stories that these developers tell just through these really unconventional means. It's really interesting.
Jacob Geller, not Keller.
Geller? Ah, my bad.
Geller, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I've watched all of his videos. I really like his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Shout
Well,
out to you.
I'll check it out and potentially revive a dead project.
Yeah, man. See how it goes. Worth a try. Well, you said it was a passion
Yeah, you
project,
never
right?
know. Yeah.
Yeah, keep at it.
Something I do in my spare time.
Yeah, keep at it. You'll get there eventually, man.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like Stardew Valley.
Yeah, well,
That was a passion
that
project.
was over like 7 years, wasn't it?
4 years.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not so bad.
I believe it was 4. At least that's what Adam said.
I don't know. That's still a fair amount of time though to work on something in your own time.
Well, yeah. Not to mention he was still working a 9 till 5.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's the hardest thing, because I'm working on Breach at the moment, which is the game I made for that YouTube video that I'm still working on now. It's so hard to get myself to work on that after working on games 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's like coming home from work and then being like, all right, I'm gonna do more of the same. And yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
That's the hardest challenge of it, is actually getting myself to work on it. So, yeah, no, if you can spend 4 years doing that, like, that, fucking good on you. Good
Go
on you,
you.
dude. That's great.
You deserve the success at that
sick.
point. You've earned it.
But yeah. Any other projects, Jay? Anything you worked on?
There was another psychological horror game. I didn't actually have a name, but basically it was a short game where you had a car and the car broke down, and then some weird ghoul-looking monster flew out from the tree, grabbed it ripped off your bonnet and then grabbed a shitload of your car parts and just scattered them across the park.
Huh.
And of course it's at night and there's fog. And you had to retrieve them and then find the spanner to fix your car and drive off. But the more you pick up your items, the more angry the ghoul creature that stole them gets. And so he starts like tracking you down and hunting you almost.
Okay.
And you can see him out of your peripheral vision, you can hear him. And every here and there's the opportunity for like a jump scare.
So a bit more of like a more thought out Slender, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. That'd be cool.
A more thought out Slender with a story.
Nice. What else have I worked on?
Yeah, what did you work on? You've worked on some other stuff.
I've mostly got like a lot of concepts. Like I've got like the other stuff I did during my study, but there was this one concept that I wanted to make. It was a bit of a psychological horror as well. It was based on like the Twitter account. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called The Sun Disappeared, and it's like a documentary in like a Twitter account form. Well,
That's cool.
It's like, imagine Paranormal Activity, but like the person was like tweeting updates the whole time.
Oh, that sounds
it's
so
really
cool.
interesting. I didn't take that exact concept, of course, but like the whole, like the premise of it was the sun disappeared, the world's just dark, and it's so vague, the story, which is why it's so interesting, because there's so many hints of like so they'll just post this really dark video and these flashing lights like fly by a window and you hear like scared like whimpering or whatever, and you're trying to like piece together what's happening. I thought like that just like the light in the darkness being the horror element was really interesting. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to do something to do with that, and then like maybe at the end, like as like a big shock thing, like just because you're so used to the darkness now, everything just goes like this blinding like red light, and like you see everything around you, and it's like so much more horrific than you would have thought. Like there's so much just lurking in the darkness that you didn't see, and I thought it would have been really cool, but I just never got onto it.
Yeah, I've had quite a few concepts where like I think it out and like I plan it out and it looks really cool on paper, but then I just never bother to actually start playing.
Getting it off the ground is one of the hardest parts.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like, remember when I talked to you about making Game of the Year 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Oh yeah, yep.
It's going to be a parody of Game of the Year 2014, where it was like those classic memes,
All the
and then it's just going to be amplified, and everything would be bass
the
boosted.
shitty Shrek memes and all that. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
I'm
I
sure
love
there's
that
something
game.
you could do regarding it now, like 21st century humor, like that sort of thing.
It would literally just be a piece of
What
toast.
the dog doing? Just bullshit.
It would just be a toaster goes down, then comes up,
Oh yeah.
and then as it comes up, the sound is just what the dog doing. Game
of
over.
the year. Yeah, there it is.
Instant
Yeah.
instant
Sell
laugh.
it to EA.
Make $1 billion and then go retire on an island that I buy.
Bribe them with that to fix the Titanfall 2 servers.
I'm not even gonna bother with that.
I would. I fucking love Titanfall 2, dude. I've been playing it since
Alright,
2016.
Ugh. The only game I've been playing that long is Minecraft.
I can't play that anymore, dude.
I don't know why, I just find new shit to do. But as of the last 2 weeks, I've gotten really bored of it, and I've gone back to playing Shadow of War on PS4.
Yeah, I think it's just that all the shit with the dream stands just kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah. I saw a dream stand in real life the other day at work.
They're everywhere, man.
Oh, it was actually terrifying because so my career job is I work at Kmart, and she came up to me and started talking to me, just asking where shit is, and I was terrified I was going to say the wrong thing and she would start crying. Because she genuinely looked like she was on the verge of tears already.
Yikes, dude. How'd you
I
know it was a
just-
dream stand?
She had a dream hoodie.
Okay. Well, yeah.
She had the big dream
That'll do
hoodie.
it.
She also had the dyed hair.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
She had it dyed black with a bleached blonde in the middle.
Oh, yeah, the Gen Z haircut. Is it Gen Z?
The Gen Z.
I don't know.
I don't know. Gen Z,
don't
Gen
know.
Now, whatever.
I'm
they
a
wanna call it.
boomer. I'm a fucking boomer.
Yeah, Gen Y nerd.
I'm 22. Fuck. Yeah, I'm 22 now. I forgot about that. And I'm already a
Uh-huh.
boomer.
Old.
And it's not even my generation. But oh well.
All right, so it's about that time. You know what time it is?
About that time. Time to go take a shit. I mean, hour
time
12 minutes.
Time to wrap it up.
Hell yeah.
Time to wrap it up so I can go play Muck.
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 Hell yeah. All right. Take it away, Jim.
All right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you have any comments, questions, queries, chuck them in the comments of the YouTube video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let us know why, though. I want to improve. Just don't tell me you are shit. Please, my self-worth rides on this.
Nah, definitely criticism. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
We want to make this as an entertaining.
We get off topic a lot.
We want to make this as entertaining for you guys as possible. So if you have any ways you think it could improve, let us know and we'll do our best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can they find you, Jay?
They can find me under their bed later tonight.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
You can also find me at twitter.com/Hepix01. That's HEPIX01.
You can.
Where can they find
you
you,
can
Dom?
find me on youtube.com /c/Dolzo or twitter.com /Dolzo_ or hiding in Czechoslovakia from the FBI.
Which one? That's two countries. You got the Czech Republic, and then you've got Slovakia.
Isn't Czechoslovakia a place?
Not since 1992.
Oh, shit. I'm a boomer, okay? I don't know these things.
That happened before you were even born.
I'm a boomer, okay?
You're a boomer
Yeah.
at heart.
I'm a boomer.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening.
Y'all have a
Tune in
great
next
day
week.
or a night.
Have a great day, and as always, I'm very proud of you.
I'm not.
Get fucked.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.